You talked about Chris Paul. Pat Bev made some comments about him. Called him a parking cone.
Yeah.
And you actually criticized Pat for that.
I mean, and I like Pat Bev. I mean, to me, me and him is cut from the same cloth, same style. People hate to play against us, love to have us on our team. We may bounce around a little bit, but we always end up starting, first guys off the bench, kind of heartbeats. You need guys like us to win at the end of the day. Like, we're not the stars, but we help the machine go. And I just didn't like how he brought personal beef that I guess came from high school or some shit, where he went to a CP3 camp and put that all over the TV. I think media's got out of hand and out of pocket these days, and they think the louder you yell and the wilder shit you say is the new norm, and I hate it. You know what I mean? I think it's crazy. I think we've gone away from the art of actually letting the fans know what's really going on, and we're putting our personal dislikes and touches all over it. And to me, it's tough, because in the media you have to critique, and I can feel like I can critique without being disrespectful. You know what I mean? So I just felt he was out of line and disrespectful, and since no one was going to tell him that, I felt like I took the time on air to tell him that. If someone would have told him on air or off air, but you see, kind of there was almost a reward system, because you saw him on TV on ESPN the next 7 days in a row. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So these networks like that kind of drama and controversy.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's media, because look, I'm sure when you were playing for your 8 teams, there was some stuff that the media said about you that got under your, under your skin. Mm-hmm. And some of them were probably former basketball players and so forth.
No, not necessarily. It was never really from the former player. I mean, it probably, but to me, what makes me mad is, or not makes me mad, but what makes me think the audacity is, if you never laced them up and been in the league, not that you can't talk about it, because there's plenty of people that are educated on the game enough to talk about it, but when it comes to the disrespect, that's the crazy part. There's the NBA, to make the NBA, there's only been 5,000 NBA players in the history of the game. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Everybody in the world wants to play on the NBA. So if you're a starter, a bench guy, the last guy on the bench, you're one of those 1%ers to ever play, in the league. So I just don't like when people who haven't played the game think they can really just go out here and disrespect the players like it's easy. And that's not just across basketball. That's, football, baseball, across all. I just want people to have more of appreciation for the people that have actually made it. You know what I mean? So my thing, I feel like as players, man, we have responsibility. We were once in those locker rooms. So for me to, you're not going to catch me talking crazy about dudes, because I was the guys that used to have to listen to, people talk crazy about me. So, but like I said, it's kind of a double-edged sword, because you see people moving up in the space when they talk crazy and make hot takes that go viral, that necessarily aren't fact-based, but, more emotion and opinion-based, but it's the controversy that sells.